Hello, everybody. We should be live. Hello.
Um,
Okay.
have you started the show on Collins Studio?
No, I forgot about that one. Shoot. I can though. Give me a sec. I set up one of them. Sorry, guys. Give us one sec here. Yeah. Audio and video. Okay, that should be okay. Let's see. Let me hang up. Let me call one more time. Sorry, guys. Give us one second here.
Thank you for calling
Can you hear
Collins
that, Chad?
Studios host and call screener
Yes.
line.
Jess, can you hear
Please
that?
enter your show or meeting number and press pound. Enter your 6-digit PIN number. Welcome, host. You have not started. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Collins Studio web interface. Audio recording is on.
All right, guys. One up me show tonight. Give us a call. Your best summer caching story, 2023. Gotta be May to May to what? August, September? From like something like that. So
From June, technically June 22nd through to September
well,
22nd.
last time I told
I
them
think, I thought we were
But
going May through.
but yeah,
now.
May.
May through August.
But a realistic summer, yeah.
Oh, Chad, like it matters for
Always summer for you.
I don't think so.
you.
Even your cold is.
Yeah, I know. Boo hoo. Boo hoo. Chad, when you get down to like 60, you poor baby. You okay? You okay?
Oh no, okay. Through the winters, it's like it's in the 30s overnight every day.
Here. You poor baby.
We have weeks at a time where we don't even get that warm.
Yeah.
I get weeks at a time when I don't see the sun, Chad.
Right.
So,
I don't see the sun.
so now it doesn't get below 32 typically, but
All right, guys, give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808 got swag. It's a one up me contest, guys. You got to call in. This is how it works. Here we go. Jess, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chad, you ready?
sure.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means that it's once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have our co-host Short It's in the next room.
Hello.
Hi. And please welcome to my virtual left, my other co-host, Jazz 427.
Howdy y'all. I hope you all had a great caching summer.
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode 783, recorded live on September 13th, 2023, is the One Up Me Contest Best Summer 2023 Caching Story. Full lines are now open, guys. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. That's 808 got swag. And for you international callers, you can call us free as well at collinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, Chad, we got to talk about Patreon.
Patreon. Gotta pay those bills.
Guys, it costs a lot of money to make this show work. There's two ways you can help us out. You go to paypal.com. That's paypal.me, paypal.me/the geocaching podcast. And you make a one-time donation. Go straight to the bills. We don't care what it is. Or, guys, you join Patreon. Guys, extra audio, extra video, only available to Patreon members. We got different tiers you could set up. So you could, you could pay $5 or $8 or $10, and you get different things depending on which tier you get. But we have coins and pins and stickers and all that good stuff and path tags. And you get the patron only shows and the patron end of the year giveaway show where we just give stuff away, patrons only. So guys, it's got a lot of fun on the other side. Trust me. Videos just came up. I was doing West Bend videos, right? I think that's what was showing the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys,
Did we win?
Did we win West Bend? I did. I'll spoil alert. Chad didn't win.
Oh,
Spoiler alert. Sorry, Chad. Did you not watch part 2 yet? I didn't win.
I watched part 2. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and your blow up doll. Yes.
Hey now, what's that?
Hey now.
If you want to know all about it, you got to be a patron, guys. So you go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the geocaching podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight, we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache and do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and can't find it, then you've gone to the right place. Give them the opportunity to show you how they can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And by pattags.com for all your swag and pat tag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. With over 49,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And by Geocaching Adventures LLC. Geocaching Adventures is a full-service travel agency specializing in creating the ultimate worldwide geocaching adventure for cachers and non-cachers alike. What could be better than having your geocaching bucket list vacation all planned and led by a traveling expert? Learn more by visiting us at geocachingadventuresllc.com. That's geocachingadventuresllc.com.
And finally, by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android that includes a Where I Go player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting them at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-GO.com.
And as always, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or, Chad?
Or in our show notes.
In our show notes. All right, guys. Tonight's episode is Will Not Me Contest, Best 2023 Geocaching Story. Jesse will be call screening, so if you call in, you get to talk to Jesse, and that's always a joy to talk to Jess. So give us a call. Also, we want to thank Practical Geocaching sponsoring the show. Guys, you call in, you win tonight. Everybody wins. Everybody wins a prize. You call in, you win a prize. The winner wins a bigger prize, but the everyone who calls in wins a prize. I think they said earlier in the week on our social what the prizes would be. I saw it. I don't recall offhand what it is, but I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So guys, call in, win a prize, dude, free, no charge. So give us a call, 808-468-7924, best 2003 caching story. Before we do, we've got some emails, Chad. So we got to get to those.
Mail. Yay! I got mail.
Hey, Chad.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Jim RKY says the Pirate Project comes in just 1 week from today.
Arg.
9:18. Talk like a pirate day. Do you remember we talked about this weeks ago, Chad? About how everybody was going to set up a cache for Pirate Day.
Wow. I remember us talking about it. I don't remember saying setting up for cash for a pirate day, but
Yeah,
okay.
that's what they were going to do. They were trying to make it a thing. So you're saying you didn't set up a pirate?
I did not. I did not set up a cache for pirate day.
Chad,
Did you
did I what?
set up a cache for pirate day?
We're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do you want a spoiler alert? I'll give you a spoiler. No, I didn't.
Okay. So don't give me crap.
But Jim, good luck. Thanks for letting us know. I would like to talk like a pirate day. I never know when it is until it happens, and then I'm just R-ing all day. And we got an email from Canuck 1867, Chad. She says, finished my Jasmine on September 8th by taking a trail to collect GCC6 Turkey Run stash. You've done that one too, Chad, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Day 70-ish of retirement, I can go home. I have my fizzy times 2, really times about 3. I have 118 drafted and 150 challenge caches to claim or finish from this trek. That's insane. Remember, Chad, Canuck is the one, she writes those long logs. You recall? She likes to tell the whole story, starting at birth. And
Yeah.
and the whole story. So I remind you, I am a COVID cacher. Started with my first find May 5th, 2020. Chad, you are so lazy. She's like 3 times her fizzy. Chad.
Wow.
I have met Odie Olson, Houston Dave, Tricashius, Bounce, missed WV Tim because I had pneumonia and poison ivy. Only a mum could be proud of. WV Tim wrote me about a log I generated on one of his gadget caches. Came across Tyrone Shoelaces at an event. Claimed caches from On a Boat. FF Skippy Challenge Cast is my most easterly find. Look at all those. She's just rattling off names from the PC, isn't she? Look at her just name dropping. I have placed about 500 Canadian flag pins of various sizes over 28 states. Nice. I have picked your dandelions. That's us. Remember, she came to our house and picked our dandelions for us because our grass in the spring is horrible always with dandelions. And she picked them. We appreciate it. There are more Leos that that have ran my plates and ID than leaves piling up on my neglected yard. That's okay because my friendly neighbor blows everything back over to my property. Been there, done that. Bring it on, kids. I turned 66 in a couple weeks. What I physically cannot do, I will get done with words. That's from Canuck.
Nice.
So, Chad, she's throwing a gauntlet to you, Chad, because you're an old man too. So
yeah, I'm an old man.
You're not an old man?
Yes, I said, yeah, I'm an old man. Just slightly older than you.
Are you older than me or younger than me?
I think I'm about 3 months older than you.
Oh, well, you're an old man then.
Yeah.
We're both older than Jess. Jess doesn't even have gray hair. Look at that.
Oh, what are you talking about? I have so much gray hair.
No, this is a lot of gray hair.
That's why I part my hair on this side, because if I part it on that side, it's all gray.
That's that way.
That's the truth.
Okay. So, guys, tonight's show, One Up Me Contest, Best Summer 2023 Caching Story. Before we get to the phones, I'm going to go to Chad first. Chad. Summer 2023. Did you cache a lot?
I didn't cache a lot. I had some quality caching, but I didn't cache a lot. So one of my favorite days caching was actually the day that I got a job offer from AMD. Oh. It's like, I'm taking the rest of the day off, and I went and grabbed Sparky's Monty Python and the Holy Grail series behind his house. Yeah. And launched the catapult.
And were you there by yourself when you did that?
Yeah, I was there by myself.
Nice. Very nice.
It's a hot day too.
It was a hot day.
Hot day. I was sweating.
You were sweating. Yeah. Okay. I am going to talk about, for me, one of the good stories that we had was when we went to New York. We went to New York for Shane to go play Cooperstown, and on the way there we hit the Eternal Flame. Just remember this.
Absolutely. I remember it very well.
So anybody who's ever done the Eternal Flame, if you have not done the Eternal Flame, I'm going to give you two pieces of advice. One, it doesn't take a half an hour.
Give yourself
Two,
plenty of time.
I don't care what your map says, it doesn't take a half an hour. Two, bring appropriate footwear.
Wear appropriate footwear.
Wear appropriate footwear. So important. So important. It is slippery. It is rocky. You fall. Okay. We saw people in like dress shoes. We saw people in flip flops.
A lot of Crocs.
So this woman was in flip flops, Chad.
Mhm.
And have you ever been to the Eternal Flame?
So you talking about the falls, or you talking about
The Eternal Flame. It's an earth cache.
The Eternal Flame Falls Earth Cache in New York.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I've never been there.
Okay. So for anybody who's never been there, you go down all the way down to this gorge, and the rocks. It had just rained when we went, so the rocks were really slippery. Water was going pretty good, and this woman was wearing flip flops, and she slid and she fell hard, so hard that she actually passed out in the gorge. I mean, I don't know how the helicopter's going down there to get her. But it was just a weird experience because like we were trying to enjoy this, and yet there's somebody in distress like out of the corner of your eye, you know?
Right.
So you're trying to see this amazing thing, but out of the corner of your eye, you're like, does she need water? Like, is she gonna be okay? Like, are they gonna get a helicopter down here? You know, like it was a really weird experience. Jess, what was your take on that?
Yeah, it was. I kind of felt the same. Like I wanted to enjoy it, but at the same time, I couldn't really enjoy it because I knew what was happening there, and I mean, I felt so bad for her. There wasn't a whole lot we could do.
No, there was really nothing we could
You
do.
know, and she was, not allowing anybody to help her. She was turning people away who were trying to help, but she was in obvious distress, and
Right.
and it was just a reminder, that always dress appropriately, wear appropriate footwear, and bring water because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, and we didn't bring water either. And I was like,
Right.
oh God. It was like
Right.
but from the map, it looked like it was quick.
Mhm.
I didn't know we were going to be hiking down and then back up like
Yep.
huge gorge,
Yeah, that
Neither
map
did
was
Jess.
deceiving.
None of us knew.
No.
So
And lots of logs said that, like, "Oh, I thought it was just gonna be a quick, jog in, jog out," but oh no.
no, it's not. No. So that's one I remember pretty well. Is that trip and that story with the Eternal
Mhm.
Flame. I'll never forget the Eternal Flame.
I'll find the GC number of it and throw it in the chat and in the show notes. It is GC 10VMY.
Okay, we do have a call and another one in the queue, so I'm going to take a call here. We have got California. Hello. I know who that is. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm really excited to share my best summer geocaching story.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear it
because if you take a significant milestone, mix it with a more significant geocache, and then add a little personal adventure, it's a pretty dang good story. And it occurred on July 25th, 2023.
July 25th.
And here we go.
July 25th, 2023 counts. Okay, let's hear it.
Definitely summer.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so I was approaching my 28,000th find, and I'm looking around for, hey, what's going to be a significant, worthy geocache? And it occurs to me that in 5 weeks, Blue Bayou and I had already planned for months to go get GC3B Potter's Pond.
Oh, Potter in Utah.
And in Utah, one of 3, and this would be the 3rd August 2003 geocache that I was going to get, or August 2000 geocache that I was going to get. So that started 5 weeks of me going, oh my God, I'm going too fast. I can't get this many geocaches. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get slow. I'm not going to be able to make it. Well, it turns out that the day that we're going up there, I was about 10 away, went ahead, got 9 geocaches. The last 2 of them were, December 2001 virtuals in Richfield, Utah. And then we're going to make the 100-mile plus drive to Potter's Pond. As we're driving, we look off, and there in the distance, you can see that there's scattered showers around, not like monsoon type stuff, but definitely scattered showers over here, over there.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that we're going to have to drive dirt road. Don't know how far, but we're going to have to drive dirt road. So we're continuing along, and we get to the dirt road, and we have 12 miles to go. Beautiful 12 miles, by the way. Nice road. Everything's good. We get to campground space number 19, and that's where you're going to find the trailhead. And we get out of the car, and we're getting the gear, and we hear distant thunder. Now here I have to interject. I'm not lightning phobic, but I have tremendous respect for lightning for 2 reasons. One, my wife used to be a technician in a burn unit in Michigan and has plenty of stories of scraping off dead skin of lightning patients, lightning strike patients. She also had her house hit by lightning, and 6 weeks later came home and found that her attic was on fire because the lightning burned some of the electrical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But more personally and closer to home, when I was about 15, my dad and my sister and I were on a 1-month road trip driving around western United States. We get to Glacier National Park. We all decide, hey, let's go off and do our own thing. So we all go off in separate directions. My dad's thing is he's going to climb to the top of a mountain and see what he can see. And when he gets to the top of the mountain, what he can see is very distant lightning, and distant thunder. So here I am, standing on top of a mountain, 1 mile from Potter's Pond, 1 mile from 28,000 Fines, and there's distant thunder. And I'm playing this all through my head. I'm playing through my head that every opportunity my wife has, she reminds me that lightning can be way in front of the storm. Lightning in the sky can go 30 miles. And I play this through my head, and I turn to Bert and I say, let's go.
No
So we
way. No.
So we're going along, listen, and the thunder is getting louder. And about a half mile down the trail, it's close enough that you can see the flash of lightning, and you can count to when the thunder comes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 17 seconds. Now you can Google this, but I'm just going to tell you that at the speed of sound, thunder travels 1 mile in 5 seconds. So it's 17 seconds away, a little over 3 miles away. We continue on our way. We're climbing over these fallen trees, and now it's 12 seconds away, and it starts to rain. So not only do we know it's heading our direction, we know it's heading our direction fairly quickly, and it's raining out. Now, we finally get to GZ. Now, those who have found Potter's Pond, just kind of, you're going to think this is ridiculous, and it kind of is, because we know that Potter's Pond is right next to the trail. We get to GZ, we're right next to the trail. There's this field of fallen trees, and we start looking through the fallen trees. Underneath, over, underneath, over, underneath. Look for about 10 minutes or so, and there's a flash of lightning, 5 seconds till the thunder comes. Look a few more minutes, and I finally decide to expand my search by walking back to the trail. I walk up about 40 feet, And there, kind of simultaneously, the thunder stops, the rain stops, and there between two trees is an ammo can covered in bark and wood.
Mm-hmm.
Should have found it immediately. And that is my 28,000 find at Potter's Pond, and that is my best geocaching story of the summer.
Very well. Did you tell your wife what you did?
I told my wife, and I forgot to leave out this part. if I died geocaching, my wife will say, "Oh, he died doing something he loved." If I die by getting struck by lightning, she's going to kill me. But I did fess up to her, and yeah. And then I actually created a video, and I showed her the video, and I'll put a link in the chat of the video. Pretty good video, actually. So that's it.
Thank you for calling in, buddy. Good luck tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye. So Chad, a weird thing though. So by the way, so if you recall, if you remember last week, okay, we talked about oh shoot, I just hung up on the other caller by accident. Shoot, I hope they call back. If you call back, caller, sorry, I hung up on you by accident. Chad, last week we talked. Remember, I put that I put the call out to somebody to actually find out the winners of the past 23 contests. Sure enough, Tyrone Jules did it with like the next day. It was in my inbox. I'm like, dude, are you insane? Like, and not only that, he told me the show, who won, and what they won with.
Okay.
How they won.
Awesome.
Right. So how many double winners do you think we've had?
2.
We've had one.
One
2-time winner. Do you know who it is?
No.
Spatula 6.
Spatula. Okay.
Yes. Romy from Canada. She has won twice on the show. She's the only 2-time winner. I thought we had more.
Awesome.
I'm a betting man. I totally would have bet that we've had more than one 2-time winner, but no. We've had a bunch of people who have been up for their second, but have not.
Right.
Yes. So we got another caller here from Minnesota, Apple Valley, Minnesota. Canuck, hey, we just read your email. How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
What's your story tonight?
I'm going to go back to that GCPC 6, the turkey run stash that I just did a couple of days ago.
Sure.
It was the final month I needed for my Jasmer, but that's not what the story is about.
Okay.
And I don't speak very well extemporary, so I'm going to read the log.
Okay.
Sit back. And I'm not going to start out when I was born, but it was 1957, September 27th.
See, I told you would.
Okay. If you go to that, you'll see a couple of the pictures there, and they are part of the story. There are 2 ways you can get to the ground zero. I took Trail 2, and that's also important if you look at a topographical map.
Okay.
I'm sitting at the bottom of a carved rock stairs, resting, minding my own business, thinking, how do I get myself in these situations? Couldn't I wait until I was back home in Minnesota to grab the final needed month, November 2000, to finish my Jasmer? Wouldn't it have been more poetic to have the last squared be filled with Alvin's telephone in my home state? Ironically, I was a long-distance operator in the early 1970s in both Manitoba and Ontario. Access to that oldie is flat, even, and only about 200 miles from my house. Cue the young, under 30, model perfect, magazine model cover perfect to walk on my path. Yep. It means I got to get away. I talk to strangers. Hey, would you like me to take some stage photos of you? They said they were looking for Boxcar Canyon, and I explained they just went past it. Remember those wooden benches on the left-hand side overlooking that moss-covered down tree? The guy looks crestfallen. He has the trail map in his hands, and he's going to head back to it. Whoa, wait. If you're going to go back the same way you came in, you get to pass it again. Again, I suggest taking a few photos to remember this trail. Truth is, I need to rest. The terrain is as posted, 3.0, 4.5. Forget about the selfies. I'll give you some posing hints. Taylor trusts me with her phone. Where am I going to go with her phone?
Right.
I have them get, they were healthy. I have them get rid of the stuff in their pockets, drop the water bottle, the small backpack, take the backwards ball cap off with gentle direction. Colin, you're the gentleman. You stand on the open staircase side. Taylor, up one step, turn around. You see how that rock is curved around you? It's hugging you. Okay, Colin, casually put your arm around her, hand out of your pocket. Not cool.
This is your log?
Hook your
Just out of
fingers on me.
curiosity. I'm sorry. Is this your log?
People, listen to me. Rest your open hand on her right hip. Not like you're copping a feel, like you cherish this woman. You want to keep the spiders off her. People allow me to suggest things that will make them look even better. Okay, slowly turn around. Is there anything you can see that might be awkward, like growing out of your head in this picture? They slide to the left. They wanted to reciprocate taking a picture of me with my poison ivy rash wholly climbing up most of my arms and legs. Perspiration is glistening on all the exposed areas. Mm-hmm. Day 70 of retirement. Been on the road too long that even with last night's shower, I'm not exactly fresh. No. I shared geocaching, what I was doing, getting taxed by multiple stairs and rock switchbacks. Good times. They go on. I meet them about 100 feet from ground zero. I hand Collins one of my phones, tell him that this is why I knocked myself out. Follow the line. It'll be in like a 15-foot radius around there. Taylor stays on the path as we shout out possible hiding spots for the ammo can. Turns out Colin's the winner, chicken dinner. He's a kid with his first ever ammo container.
First one's an ammo, nice.
I show him the log going back to 2016. I sign, stage a photo with my Canadian flag and a tiny Canadian flag pin I'll be leaving. The tiny flag is to the left of the letter T in Turkey. They fit in bison tubes. All this could be yours. They'll give you a destination to hike to. It's free. Even a membership is less than $50 a year. She's a nurse in a care home. He's a firefighter. They're engaged. Maybe one of my photos will end up being their engagement picture. It is her birthday weekend. That is why there's an extra photo in this Jasmer completer. It's not one of those post pictures that I took with Taylor's phone. A casual, fun picture, and though I had to remind Colin that this was not WrestleMania. I've never met Colin and Taylor before, and I'll never see them again. They know my caching name and my legal name. They know that you shouldn't write off old people hiking with canes, taking Trail 2 out to a 3.0, 4.5 high. We celebrated with me handing them an orange to share. I kept my own. All mums and grandmoms carry stuff to occupy the children they come across, and I am no exception. That's my story. This is my Jasmer, and Minnesota awaits, but just not tonight. And that was on September 8th.
Awesome.
That is a log.
Yes.
That is ridiculous. You told the whole. You know what? Here's the funny thing. My hand to God, this is the truth. My hand to God, I'm gonna one day visit that cache, and my log is gonna be, "This was in my way. Thanks for the hide." That will be my log for that. Wow, that was.
I have come across your logs once or twice.
Oh, so you can confirm that. Or geocaching is fun.
Yes.
I've done that once too. Yeah, that's another one too.
West Virginia wrote me about actually thanking me for the log I wrote him about his gadget cache.
Wow.
Isn't that what we should be doing? Thanking the owners?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
This was in my way.
It was. It was in my
It's
way.
the mum. Okay.
It was.
I don't really care about winning. I just write logs.
Oh.
And on this trip, I did one on a boat, and it's like you have to have 1,000 days of caching.
Yeah.
I haven't belonged to this long yet.
Yeah. You're still pretty new. Yeah. Wow. Well, hey, you got something to do for your retirement. Look at it that way. How much fun is that? But the funny thing is, I used to write logs too. I mean, funny, Jesse was one. We came across one of mine, and Jesse's like, "Well, I used to write nice logs." Like, remember, Jess? We found one from like ages ago, and you were like, "Wow, you write nice logs." I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's just copy and paste." But back when I first started, I used to write nice long logs. Not anymore. So we'll see what you're like in 10 years. We'll see what
you are a cache owner. What kind of log do you want?
Yeah, I mean, those are always nice. Yes. I'll admit that. Yeah, those are always nice, but I don't really get them that often either. So, yeah.
Because you're not advocating them.
Kanak, always a pleasure to hear from you. You be well. Good luck.
Not a problem, sir.
You good luck.
Thank you
that
much.
was well done. And hey, by the way, I didn't thank you last time. Thank you for picking the dandelions off my grass. It is appreciated.
My neighbor very carefully marked out the property line with every apple, pear, and leaf that might have brushed his property.
So if I will return the favor if I'm ever in Minnesota and I come across your house, I will definitely return.
I will have a front yard cache for you.
All right, you be well. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I tell you, man, she has got the logs of logs, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, we have got Illinois on the call. Could that be who I think it is? Hello?
Hello, everybody.
Who this?
Who is this?
Who is this?
It's a first-time caller, long-time listener.
I don't think it's the first time you've called. You've actually called 108 times, actually, if you want to know the truth. Fun fact. So you've had a busy summer.
Yeah, just a little. I didn't realize it until I started thinking about it tonight. So yeah, it's been a busy summer.
And so my question, what story are you going to enter into the summer 2003 caching story?
So I'm going to go with a travel bug bet that ended this summer.
A travel bug bet. All right, let's hear about it.
Yep. Okay, so, gosh, I want to say it was back in, what was it? Scott, when did we go to Colorado? Was that 2014?
No, that was before me.
Jesse, we're talking 2012, 2011, 2012.
Right. So we went to Denver on a train.
Yes.
And what ended up happening was I found a travel bug in a pile of travel bugs that I was bringing back to Illinois. Mm-hmm. And so I tried to reach out to everyone who attended and such, and nobody was saying that this unactivated travel bug was theirs. So I put it out in the wild. Getting then to 2014, that's where this steps in. It went missing. And what occurred was in 2019, a lackey called Prying Pandora found a bucket, a cement mixing bucket or whatever, full of trackables. I want to say it was like New Mexico, Arizona, somewhere in the Southwest.
I remember that. Yes.
Full of trackables.
Sure.
Mine was in it, as well as Joshua's, the geocaching vloggers.
Okay.
So what occurred was we knew that they were all going to go back to headquarters. So at that point, we bet each other that the loser, whoever gets their travel bug back to my shop store in Wisconsin, So the loser would buy the winner dinner, whoever got their travel bug there first.
Okay, so just to make sure we understand, 2019, you talk to Joshua.
Yep.
You say, "Hey, we are even
Yep.
steamer right now. We're both sitting at GC. We're both sitting at headquarters.
Yep.
Whoever gets to your parents' store in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, first." Aaron's parents have a store right on the strip in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. If you've ever been there, his mother looks just like Aaron. Irrelevant, but true. And on their porch of their store is an ammo can. Aaron put an ammo can, and it gets hit constantly. And you said whoever gets there first owes the loser owes the winner dinner.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. So that was a long time ago. That was 5 years ago.
That was long time ago.
Right.
And so we've been watching our travel bugs just kind of bounce around the United States
for 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mine goes missing right before the pandemic, and I'm just sitting here watching Joshua's.
Okay.
And I'm just watching it creep closer. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this guy dinner. Like, I was ready to go, gonna buy him dinner, and then all of a sudden it shows up in Wisconsin at a very difficult cache.
Well, yours does or his does? Yours or his?
Mine does.
Okay.
Mine.
Oh, it comes out of hiding.
Yeah, it comes out of hiding, and it just sits in this very difficult. I want to say it was like a challenge cache or something like that. It was very difficult, and I was like, oh great, so this is going to sit here again. I was sitting there, and I was like, okay, this is going to die. And then somebody posted that the travel bug was not in that cache. And I'm like, oh great.
No, it's gone.
To which I want to say it was a few months ago, somebody goes, hey, I found this, and I'm going directly to Lake Geneva.
Yours, you're talking about yours.
Mine.
And just out of curiosity, where is Joshua's at this point?
Joshua's was circling the drain, for a lack of words. He probably got like 20 miles. It kept on circling round and round and round. It would bounce to Indiana. It would bounce back up, and it was just circling. And I was just like, there's no way. And the same day that this person posted that they found it, they drove to Lake Geneva and put it in. And so I won.
Wow.
And to the point at West Bend, which was what makes this a summer geocaching, is that at West Bend, we traded tags because I met Joshua there to give him, I gave him a little framed travel bug. I put a travel bug in a frame.
You did. It was
to
adorable.
memorialize the story.
Uh-huh.
Did you get your dinner?
I got my dinner.
He
and it was delicious.
He did. Yeah, I was there when Joshua paid for his dinner. Yes, yeah, I was there as well. He did do his dinner. So that was a dinner. What, 4 or 5 years in the making, right there, huh?
Right.
Yes. So well done,
Totally
Aaron.
crazy. I thought it was totally gone. Totally thought it was gone. I'm just watching his travel bug circle around my parents' store, and all of a sudden it just comes out of nowhere and takes the win.
Nice.
Yeah, I totally would think that one of those would be gone. I'm actually quite shocked that that it would actually. Yours literally showed up. I mean, do you even know where it was?
No. I marked it. I marked it missing. I have no idea where it was.
Really?
It just showed up.
It was at a garage sale.
Maybe.
You think?
I have no idea. Yeah.
That's where mine was.
Showed up.
So, well done, Aaron. Good luck. Good luck, sir. Jess, there's one in the queue.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
No, Aaron, stay on the call. Are you
Yep.
there? You still there? So, Aaron. So I'm gonna tell one of my caching stories because Aaron's a part of it, and this might be the funniest thing. It comes with a backstory. This might be one of the funniest things that I've seen in a long time. Is that we go caching all the time with a group, you know, or it's just Aaron. Sometimes it's me, Jesse, and Aaron. Sometimes me, Jesse, Aaron in a group. You know, Aaron's around most of the time. Whenever we go to lunch, Aaron, do you know where I'm going with this yet?
Not yet.
Whenever we go to lunch, we say, "Where do you want to go, buddy?" Aaron always says, "What do you always say, Aaron?" What do you want?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is what Aaron always says. And we always say, dude, get out. No, we're not going to Taco Bell, right? Aaron never gets his Taco Bell. So we were out with the group early summer. We go, where do you want to go to the group? Aaron, of course, chimes in Taco Bell. Right?
Taco Bell.
He wants his Taco Bell. Amazingly, the group goes, okay. And so literally,
It never happened.
Aaron texts me. I am sitting right next to Aaron. Okay. Eating Taco Bell. Aaron texts me this picture. And I'm sorry, you people who are listening to this and you can't see it, but it's like, it is at the, I don't know how far into the show are we? The 45-minute mark. It's Aaron texts me saying it's happening, with a picture of him at Taco Bell with the group, because he was so damn excited that he got his Taco Bell finally. So that was one of the greatest. That was so funny for me watching Aaron. Aaron was like in heaven because he got his Taco Bell.
It never happened.
It never
Love me some
happened.
Taco Bell.
I don't think it's ever happened since.
Yeah.
It probably never happened again. But Aaron got his Taco Bell, and of course, like an hour and a half later, I was hungry again because it's Taco Bell. You know, there was no substance to it. You know,
I would have vetoed it.
Dude, we veto it every time.
Yeah,
every time. I don't know how it got approved, but everyone's like, okay, yeah, Taco Bell. And he was so.
Yeah, I don't. The stars aligned. I have no idea.
So yeah, that's like such a great story about Aaron that I just adore. Jesse, I just told the Aaron Taco Bell story.
It's happening.
Because it never happened. It just, and I always put it out. I'm always like, Taco Bell, and everyone's like, we don't want to be sick, and I'm like, Taco Bell.
That's amazing.
Yes. So there you go. Jess, we got another cue. All right, Aaron, you be well. Good luck. You could be a 2-timer. So you've won once already. So good luck to you, sir. And I got to move along. So we'll talk to you later.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye. Oh, Aaron, we got a call here. We've got another Minnesota. We got, is that Duluth, Minnesota? ESAP? Hello.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Scott. Hey, Chaz.
How you doing?
How's it going? Okay, so funny note quick before I get into my story.
Sure.
I discovered if you accidentally type 800 instead of 808 in your phone number,
Oh, what do you get?
it brings you to a sex hotline.
No, it does not.
It absolutely does.
You go to a sex hotline? Really? Oh.
I'll have to try that out.
Yeah.
Just
That's
to hear it.
for any of your callers.
A little fun fact. A little
Yep.
GCPC fun fact for you. Okay, good to
Okay.
know, I guess. Did you tell Jesse that story?
I did. That's why she was laughing when she was off camera.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so thank you
But-
for that knowledge. I'll make sure to say 808 very, very clearly. Appreciate that. Yes. So what is up with your story? Talk to me. Tell us about your summer.
Yeah, so I would say the highlight of my summer was I finally finished the Minnesota Virtual Cache Challenge, which is to find every single virtual cache in Minnesota. And probably the highlight of that challenge was finding a new one that was just published last year that ended up being a 35-mile round trip paddle that took a course of 3 days to find.
Did you say paddle?
Wow.
Paddle?
Yep. So
Paddle.
it's in the Boundary Waters Canoe area in northern Minnesota. So there's like no roads or nothing up there. But yeah, so it was a great experience. There's 7 of us. Obviously, I didn't do it alone, but Yeah, I mean, so there were a lot of mosquitoes, and
Yeah.
it rained the entire time we were out there.
Oh God, I'd be
But
done. I'd be
it was-
done. I could deal with a lot of things. I can't deal with rain. I can't do rain. All right, sorry. A 3-day paddle, 35 miles is what you're telling me.
Yep, round trip, but it was
That's it. That's
yeah,
insane.
definitely
That's insane.
That's insane. That's insane.
The coolest part about this cache though is a long time ago I found a cache in Cache, Oklahoma, a city named Cache, Oklahoma, and the cache was called Cache Police, and it was in front of the Cache Police Station. And so this goes along with the same theme, with which it's hidden on Cache Lake, Minnesota.
Oh,
so it's
nice.
a virtual on the shores of Cache Lake.
Nice. See, let me understand this correctly one more time. You paddled 35, well, if you're going half, like 17 and a half miles to a virtual is what you're telling me. There was nothing at the end of it.
And just other people.
There was nothing at the end of it.
Yeah.
You just went and took a picture and you paddled 17 and a half miles back.
I mean, if you word it that way, it makes it sound dumb. But
No, it's actually quite amazing. The views must have been spectacular. I can only imagine the views. It must have been spectacular. Really, I'm just getting your goat. That actually sounds amazing. Actually, I don't know if I'd be up paddling for a day and a half, but wow, that's pretty incredible. Wow.
No, it was pretty cool. I think the most memorable part about this, and this might be kind of gross, but so in the boundary waters at the campsites, they have these like toilets, just set up in the woods. They're just, stools in the woods. There's no shack around them or nothing.
Oh, wow.
And the one that we had was like very mosquito-y back in the woods, and it was like also almost filled to the brim, which is like gross. But one of the members in our group, Dietrich one, he went back to to use it, and then got up and like realized there was blood coming from like his legs, and he's like, "Oh, what the heck happened?" Turns out there were so many mosquitoes that were biting him when he was using the toilet that he thought he had a hemorrhoid that popped or something, but it was just all mosquitoes that he was swatting.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
So I'm super curious, not about the hemorrhoids. I'm super curious about the paddling. Were you in a canoe or were you actually like in a yak there, in a kayak?
Yeah, so we had 3 canoes total, 2 2-person canoes and 1 3-person canoe.
Okay.
And so the way that it works when you paddle into the boundary waters is like most of the time you're paddling around the lakes, but then you occasionally have to get out and portage to the next lake. So I think there were 5 or 6 portages that we had to do as well, with the longest being like about a half-mile long, I think. But and we saw a bear.
And we saw a bear. How's that for an afterthought? Oh, and we saw a bear. like up close? Did it was it at your camp, or was it like on the shore?
No. So we were paddling, and it was just entering the water. Then it looks back and sees us, and then splashes back out of the water and runs into the woods.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
It was kind of we felt bad because there was a group setting up camp, maybe half an hour away. So we were thinking the bear might visit them that night. But
the chat room wants to know what the GC for this cache is. Do you have the GC on hand real quick or no?
Yeah, it's GC 9 Peter 4 Water 0, and I don't know the true. I don't know what's the military code. I'm not sure if water is
phonetic.
But
Phonetic code.
Somebody said adding it to my hopefully someday
phonetic.
list, and somebody saying putting it on my ignore list. So it's definitely different kind of cash. No, that sounds pretty like Jesse would definitely have to probably talk me into it. I know Jesse would probably go for it, but
Oh, heck yeah. I'd be all over that.
she could probably
Well,
talk.
not the mosquito part. I could do without mosquitoes, and I could
He said-
probably do without the bear.
He said it rained the entire time. I don't know if I could do 3 days of rain.
No.
That might that I would probably tap out on day 2 of the rain.
I hate paddling when it's raining out.
Oh,
Except for I'll make an exception when it's 99 degrees out in Houston, and you give me a nice rain come in there while I'm paddling. I can deal with that.
oh, there you go. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. There you go. By the way. If you were
Okay,
curious.
consider this though. If it wasn't raining, the mosquitoes probably would have been like 10 times worse.
Do you think they
The
would have
rain
been
keeps
worse?
them away.
Oh, I would think it actually brings them. Does it keep them away?
Well, when it's raining out, they
Oh,
I
so
don't-
while it's
while
raining there.
While it's raining, yeah.
While it's raining there. I see what
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else to add, or is that it? Is that the whole story?
Well, I just want to acknowledge that I wasn't the only person who did this, and a shout out to Gotti, Dietrich, Lelaine, Landley, and Skyleaf in Catron, who also found it with me. But
Nice.
yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
So,
All right, sir. Good luck. That's a good one. Good luck on your story there. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Thank you so much.
all right, sounds good.
Bye-bye.
All right, yeah, talk to you later.
Bye. Oh, we have got. Was that British Columbia? We got. Is that Neltra? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Neltra.
She was there.
She says.
Hello?
She's,
How are
hey,
you?
there she is. Hey, hello.
Yeah,
Okay.
my headset wasn't working. Sorry.
Is it working now? You
Um,
can't hear me?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you about my epic road trip through the States this year to get
Nice.
our Jasmine. Started out 2 days in Richland. We started out at the Tri-Cities Mega and went through Idaho, through Salt Lake City, and of course had to visit Potter's Pond. That was one of the, there were 10 caches specifically we were after, 5 from 2000, 5 from 2001. And Boomer 365 was with me. He had a couple of 2002 and 2003, but we got all of them. Continued through Reno. We went through Sacramento, and 2 of those days, starting in Sacramento, were 40. Well, I'm not sure what it is. 42 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's hot. Very hot. We did stop. We had going through California and so close to where Chad lives. We had to get one of his caches. That was definitely high on our list to get.
Had to get a Chad
So
cache. Which
we
one
did
did you
that.
get? Which one?
Off the top of my head, I don't have.
I think it
The one that's
was.
closest to his house.
Yeah, it was
the
close
one
to my
there.
house.
Oh.
I think it was the one that was. Well, I can't even remember the name of the trail, but beyond the end of the trail was the tagline for it. So I've got several out on that trail.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
And I seem to remember being covered in burrs. Actually, my legs were totally covered in burrs when I came out of the bush from getting his cache. It's kind of funny. Then we went through Bend and then back through Washington. So we ended up getting 5 new states.
Nice.
So that was cool. Completing our Jasmer. And you guys were the ones who got me on these counties. We'd be traveling along, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we got to stop. We got a tiny little area here. We got to get this county before we carry on.
Yeah.
You guys did that to us. It was
Wait,
kinda
we're
funny.
gonna work. How have you not started doing the Cash Across America ones, where you hit all the ones the Cash Across? Like, as long as you're hitting states, you might as well hit the Cash Across America states.
We'll get to those one day. Absolutely. One day. There's so many to get.
You're gonna have to
But
go
all of
back.
this was also done in an electric vehicle.
No way.
So-
Okay, hold on a second. You did it all in an electric vehicle. How many miles did you get? with that thing?
Well, we traveled over 6,000 kilometers altogether in 11 days, and it was over 100 hours of driving. So it was a lot of driving, but oh, so worth it.
Because Jesse and I had this conversation. Remember, Jess, we had this conversation a while ago.
Yep.
How do you do road trips with an electric car if you could only go like 200 to 300 miles, and then you're waiting 8 hours for it to charge again?
You're not waiting 8 hours.
How long is it to charge fully charge?
It depends on the type of vehicle. So a typical Tesla, like a Model 3 or Model Y, you can get about up to about an 80% charge in about 20 to 25 minutes.
20 to 25, 80 to 85%. Okay, and how far will that go?
So 80% of 320 miles, around 240 or so.
So you're stopping every 300 to 400 miles. You're stopping
every 200. Well, it depends on the vehicle. Every 250 or so. Yeah.
Let's talk to them here.
What
did you drive? What did you guys have?
It's a Hyundai Kona, and the range actually is quite high, and that's the reason that we ended up getting that vehicle specifically because of the range on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it typically is probably about 40 minutes on an average to get to 80%. Yeah, we charge it to 80%, sometimes 100, depending where we had to go. Like Potter's Pond, for instance, that one was kind of tricky because we had to Salt Lake City, we had to charge up, and it's quite a distance to get in there. And there's no chargers anywhere around Potter's Pond. You can't just plug it into the tree. So
yeah, you got to get in there and then make it back. And you're dealing with CCS charging, so which the networks aren't quite as reliable as the Tesla charging network. So
correct.
It's but then you're sitting for 40 minutes. So every time you stopped, it was a 40-minute stop. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but you know what? There's usually caches around where we stop. So, that the timing of finding caches, as well as, we'd stop and get something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We'd make it for our meal break. So,
mm-hmm.
It didn't really take, there is a little extra time with an electric vehicle, but you know what? It's way cheaper.
Oh yeah, you gotta be retired for that kind of stuff though, because like we don't have 40 minutes. Jesse and I don't have 40 minutes to sit around. We hit the gas, gas station for 10 minutes and we're back on the road.
Yeah, but then you got to stop to eat at some point in the day, right?
Oh yeah, but we got to drive through and we eat on the road. Keep going, move, go. Yeah, if you want to hit the caches, you want to hit. You're talking retired, man. That's when you take it slow.
Oh,
like if
I'm not retired yet, but it'll be fun when I do retire because I'll get to go caching that much more.
I know. It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Neltra, best of luck. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you soon.
Have a great night, everyone.
You too. You be well. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
We got one more coming in, Chad. While we're waiting for it, tell us about one more from you.
One more from me.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the Caching the Bay mega event. So that was a very early morning for me because I had to drive down and I had to get up extra early because there was a 7 a.m. CETO in Vallejo that I had to stop by first before I drove over to the actual mega event. But once I got there, we did two 10-stage adventure labs the answers were based upon field puzzles. Another 10-stage adventure lab that was a bunch of various questions. It was pretty fun. And a 5-stage adventure labs along with a puzzle, a couple traditionals, a multi, a where-I-go, a letterbox, all within the park before I left there and started hitting a bunch of favorited caches, high favorited caches in the area, and capped it off with a dinner with a lot of the cachers from the Omega event. Did a lot of table hopping, talking to a lot of people. So had a great time there, and then spent the night in the Bay Area. Got up the next morning and went to Joyful Nomads house to do their one of their field puzzles that is there at their house in a phone booth, which was an epic field puzzle to do.
Nice. Okay, we have one more call. Thank you, Chad. We have one more caller. Okay, the final caller trying to sneak in and win this thing. But before we get to them, Jess, I'm gonna let you tell your story that I didn't tell this whole night tonight. I saved it for you.
What the webcam?
Yes, your one more caching story from you.
We 7 years ago in 2016, 2016, Scott and I and the kids took family vacation for spring break, and we drove to Florida. And I had our route all planned out. I knew exactly what caches we were stopping at. We were hitting all the oldies, all the webcams, everything along the way. And we're driving along, and all of a sudden I realized we were like 20 minutes past one of the webcams. And so I turned to Scott and said, "Should we turn around?" And Scott said, "Nope, I am not turning around." Too bad.
Nope.
And we couldn't get it on the way home because I had a different route planned on the way home to go get a different webcam, which we also didn't get because there was torrential downpour and we got there too late. But how many years later now? 8 years later? 7 years later?
7 years later. Cut two.
7 years later. On our way to Florida, we got that webcam finally.
Yes, on the way home.
Was it on the way home?
It's on the way home.
It was on the way home because on the way there we had to skip it.
Yeah.
Is that the one in Cape Canaveral?
No, we did that one.
No, we did that one
in 2016.
2016.
Okay.
No, this one was.
This was downtown Orlando.
It was the Winter Park webcam. Winter Park
Okay.
webcam.
Yeah.
It was GCBFE3.
Yeah, we had to go to Florida for Shane, so we caught it on the way back.
Yep.
7
We also
years.
almost DNF'd a webcam.
Which one?
Ooh.
Oh my God, that one at that
The
college.
University of Rochester in New York.
And yeah, that was a
That
terrible.
building where the webcam is was under construction, and so the whole view was scaffolding. And so we literally walked around the quad for probably a good 45 minutes trying to piece together through the scaffolding, where do the sidewalks go, and what if we stand over here, and what's over there, and this bush is right here. And I mean, 45 minutes it took us, and we were just about to walk away, and I finally the puzzle clicked, and I went right there. And so you get just a little sliver of
scaffolding, a little piece of us.
the most ridiculous, most frustrating thing. And you know
That's
what's
my shoe, I swear.
Yeah, thinking about it today, I was like, I have to go back and look. Sure enough, I mean, it's a beautiful camera with a really nice view, and
not for us.
Not for us. No.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you, Jess. We have got Illinois. We've got Pez Gremlin. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Yes. Hello.
Hey, Pez.
All right.
Hi. Local boy. What's up?
Yeah. So I had this was my first summer off since I was in high school. I started working at a school, so I took tons of road trips this summer. So first one was starting up to Gilby. Had not gone there. Well worth it.
Oh boy, first time Gilby, huh?
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. And then snuck over the border to Manitoba as well. So that was a trip in later June.
Mm-hmm.
And then drove all the way there and back. Then a week and a half later, drove down to Memphis for that mega event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cache.
Picked up a
what's it
couple.
called? I can't think of what it's called. Help me. What's that cache called? What's that mega called? Cache something.
Oh, I forget now.
Come on, Chad. Come on, Chad. The chat room is going to tell us in 5 seconds. That's like a delay.
Yep.
Okay, whatever. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Definitely had to check out the grotto while I was there too.
The grotto.
Thanks for your recommendation
Is
on that.
Amazing, right?
Yeah, that was well worth that trip too.
Were they pumping in the music too? The really calm.
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah,
it's the best.
That was all going.
I wanted to live there. Literally wanted to live there. It was so nice. I didn't want to leave. And I'm not even a religious person
Yeah.
at all. I mean, me and religion we're not friends at all. And
Yeah.
it was like amazing. It was simply absolutely amazing. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I did that Memphis trip. Got a couple more states there that I haven't been to. Drove back. Had a 1-day layover back in Illinois, and then head off to Midwest Geobash for that weekend.
Nice. How was that?
So that was a great weekend. I look forward to that one every year. Just lots of camping and not much rain this time. Just a little bit.
Oh, it always rains. Always.
It always rains some point. Yeah, so that was good. Came back home that day, drove, and then the next day I head up to Door County.
Nice.
And did a bunch of caching up there. That was a slight family trip and a geocaching trip as well.
Mm-hmm.
Came back home, did the 1-day trip up to West Bend because that's always a fun time. But
I don't think I saw you at West Bend. Did I see you at West Bend?
I saw you very briefly at West Bend. Yeah.
Did we say hello?
I shook your hand. And
did we did say hello.
We shook.
I have no memory of seeing you. I don't remember that. Was it like in Regner?
Yeah, right before the cache drawings and all that. Yeah.
Jess, do you remember seeing Pez Gremlin?
I think very briefly, like in passing.
Oh
yeah.
God, I don't. Sorry,
Wow. It was a
lot of people that want to say hi.
I have no memory. Sorry, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
And then came back, and then a couple weeks later here, ended my summer with the trip to Power Island.
Power Island. Oh, I'm
yeah.
jelly. That's a trip we have to take too.
It was a great summer, just heading every which way around here.
You sure did. Wow, you got around, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
First summer off since in over 20 years. So
I can't imagine that. Not having to work at all summer. That's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
working in school is pretty great.
Yeah. Man, we're doing it wrong. All the school teachers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't teach summer school, man. Well,
yep.
That's a good one, man. I enjoy it. Good luck, buddy.
Yep. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. All right, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
They're in. They are in, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Chad. We have 6. You need 3. Okay. Chad, sorry. Let's get in front of the mic. Chad, I'm going to read them off to you. All right. You ready? We've got GSN ×2, Potter's Pond and Rainstorm. We have got Canuck, 1867, the Turkey Run Adventure, meeting strangers and taking pictures of them. We have got Cody Duck 00, Travel Bug Dinner Bet completed after 7 years. No, how many years? No. Yeah, 6 years. 4 years. ESAP 2, Minnesota Cash Challenge finished 35. But the big news was 35 miles paddled in 3 days. Insanity. Neltra, Epic US States Jasmer Road Trip, and Pez Gremlin Epic Road Trip all summer because he had the summer off. Those are, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Those are them. Okay, so guys, Jesse, you got to pay attention, okay?
I'm going to watch.
Guys, starting now, Chad, let's give our 3. Guys, we're going to give you guys about 30 seconds. You guys tell us who you think should win. Chad, in the meantime, you write down your 3 on a piece of paper.
I've already written it down.
Do mine then, so hold on. All right, guys, start telling us who should win. I've got my 3, Chad.
I've got mine.
Okay, here we go. How's it looking, Jess?
Yep.
I think we have a fairly definitive answer on there.
In the chat room, yeah, but let's see what
Yeah.
you guys have.
Yes.
Because if the chat room, if what the chat room's picking isn't even in you two's picks,
No, if we both, if one of us picks it, he gets it, right? Yeah, because it's the best. Yeah, it's 2 out of 3. Okay. Are we good here? We think there's enough? Cody Duck was voting for the taco story. That was mine, Cody. It doesn't count. The hemorrhoid part was the best. All right, let's end this. Here we go. Okay, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my list right here. See, right there. I can't change.
Yep.
Chad, let me see your list. Let's show you my list. I have got Canuck 1867. I've got Cody Dog 00, and I've got Aesop 2. Chad, who do you have?
I had GSM ×2, ESOP 2, and Canuck.
Oh, so that means Aesop wins it. Congratulations, sir. And if memory serves, he's a 2-timer. He's our second 2-time winner.
Yeah, and they were getting the majority of the votes in the chat room.
It just was it even close?
Not really.
No, he wanted easy squeeze.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Well, congratulations to Aesop. How about that? Well done, sir. The 35-mile 3-day paddle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
insane.
That is nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. There you go, guys. Thanks for everybody who called in. Hey, everybody who called in, you all get a prize compliments of practical geocaching. You're all going to get something sent to you. Aesop, you're going to get something a little bit better sent to you. And you also get the coveted One-Up Me Path Tag, which you already have. Now you're going to have 2 of them. So congratulations on that. And here we go. We are talking next week. Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Next week. Chad, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What would it take to archive a cache for you? When do you get the? And you don't have to answer this because we're going to talk about it next week. But like archive next week's guys archiving caches. That's what we're talking about. Because there is this big thing about archiving caches.
Mm-hmm.
When to do it, how to do it. Is it right to do it? Archiving oldies, I know. It's kind of it's a double-edged sword here,
Right.
Is it like, there's this whole, I'm sure Gia sometimes too is going to chime in about, he's a big person about, clearing the cache board, cleaning the board,
Right.
clean it off, so like, that's what we're going to talk about. Archiving caches, Chad. All about archiving caches.
Definitely got some opinions there.
There's going to be a lot of opinions. Yeah. I mean, it's such a wide berth here that we're going to be talking about archiving caches. That's next week's show, guys. Going to be some fun. So thank you, everybody, for calling in. Chat room, you were great. Thank you, Jesse, for taking the calls. Mucho apreciado. Everybody enjoys talking to Jesse.
My pleasure.
So, sorry, Jesse, you weren't involved in the show, though, but you were talking. Did you have fun talking
I was a little busy.
Did you have fun talking to the listeners?
Of course, I always do.
Yeah. Were they nice to you?
Always.
Okay, good. Just make sure nobody was mean to you at all. All right. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys next week. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available wherever you find your favorite podcasts. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click that subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $5, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/thegeocachingpodcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Odds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Art and Crafted, pattax.com, Geocaching Adventures LLC, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones, and we'll talk to you guys next week. And we're clear.
So did ESAP even mention that was an FTF?
No, he didn't. Was it an FTF?
I'm reading the logs, and yeah, they FTF'd that cache. Kind of left out a detail that I mean,
somebody actually placed that cache. That's the thing.
Wow.
Someone's like, I am just gonna piss people off.
we know it's a virtual.
It's a virtual.
It's a
so-
virtual.
It's nothing. So you don't even have to be there to top it all.
Well, I would assume that at one point in their life they were there, but
The pictures are amazing too.
You think so? So can you put like one on like the top of like the very, very top of a mountain? Could I put one on like the very, very top of a mountain? Could you do that?
technically, yes. There are traditional caches on tops of mountains, but I would say it would be pretty cheesy to put a virtual where you've never gone.
Yes, I agree. I do agree. All my virtuals I've been to that I have one. I've been there. Jesse, you've been to yours. I have not. Jesse has a virtual chat. I haven't even found it yet.
Shame.
I haven't even found it yet. Yeah. Well, because it's far from here.
It's not that far. But we have plans for other things in that park, so we got to get over there one of these days.
I know, before somebody snakes it from us.
Mm.
All right, guys. Thanks for everybody who called tonight. You guys were awesome tonight. Thank you so much. You guys make the show to these shows, so it's awesome, guys. Appreciate it. All right, everybody. We will talk to you guys next week. Everybody be well and be safe. Bye-bye.